Желтоқсан-бірде ел тосқан түрде келетін мүлде жайдарлы сол жылы бірақ
36 years ago, there was so-called December events. On this day, 10,000 caring students from different universities came from the Republic Square to stand up for their opinion. On this day, the chant was "Давай Кобина, Қазақ жеріне Қазақ başı" and as a nationality chants. But how did it started? The main reason was considered to be that after the resignation of the first secretary of the Kazakh USSR, Comrade Gorbachev, put in his place the first secretary of the Communist Party, who had never worked in Kazakhstan. Although this was not the main reason, it was the last straw for the Kazakhs, as other causes also influenced this. In those years, the rapid growth of the Kazakh population began in Kazakhstan, and the Kazakhs living in the villages began to move to the cities, which increased the demand for housing and jobs. In this time, actively want Russification, because of, for example, if Kazakh wants to work in government, he had to know Russian, but Russian people who also wants to work for government didn't know to Kazakh language, even if he worked in his place where Kazakh language was dominated. The military attacked the protesters and began cleaning up the city. Sapper showers and clubs were used. The protesters were beaten. Many were put into a gazelle and taken 50 kilometers from the city, undressed and left without clothes in the cold, and even polluted with water. Such antics of the police injured the Kazakh boys that the situation in the square became more tense. According to the first official data, they were killed and hundreds of wounded. On December 17, a state of emergency was declared in part of the territory of Kazakhstan, but it didn't apply to Alma-Ata. During December, between 16 and 19, a large operation group was created on the outskirts of Alma-Ata with a total number of more than 50,000 military personnel. In memory for people who were in December events, this monument was erected, and it looks like this. On January 9, 1898, ethnic Kazakh was appointed to the post of second secretary, and on June 22 of the same year, Nazarbayev replaced Koban as the head of the republic. On November 14, 1989, a group of deputies of the Supreme Soviet of the Kazakh SSR, headed by the writer Mukhtar Shakhanov, applied to the Central Committee of the KPSS with a request to remove the wording "manifestation of Kazakh nationalism," and the wording was cancelled. On December 16, 1991, exactly 5 years after these events, Kazakhstan was the last Soviet republic to declare its independence. What do you think, if it would happen again, our modern liberal youth would go to defend their opinion or not?